Okay. I'm sorry, beloveds. It just is what it is. Um, I was finishing this card from the last video, and I'm just going to read it again. And the individual creators who are coming together must be in a place of positive attraction before they come together, or nothing positive can come out of the co-creation. So I want you to think about this, beloveds, when it comes to ancient couples that we have in history, ancient male and female pairings, um, both positive and negative, when they have come together. And I want you to think about Isis and Osiris as I read this. The individual creators who are coming together must be in a place of positive attraction. Isis and Osiris were facing each other in the womb. They were embracing and kissing and hugging on each other, even in the womb. That's a place of positive attraction, okay? Or nothing positive can come out of the procreation. If you don't have that attraction, what's going to come from it is going to be less than. We have been creating children from that less than place within us. We have been creating technology from that place of less than, of not respecting mama's nature and her role in everything. If we want a better, a more positive outcome, then we have to work on attracting more positive energies. And the way we do that is by being more positive. Okay. If you are negatively focused and not feeling good, you can only attract others who are in the same state of negative attraction. Negative attraction. How many of those cards that I've been pulling have saying you're getting what you don't want because that's what you're attracting? The law of attraction is in play. You're attracting what you don't want. Focus on what you do want. We're still focusing on what we don't want because it's habit. We have to break that habit. We have to end that cycle. We have to end that season. And we now have to start from a new place of being and becoming. And we're being given those ways by ancient energies. So know what you're feeling and know why your feelings are being blown apart, because they need to. Okay? This is why looking for a mate from a place of insecurity or lack of anything can never bring you the mate you really want, but instead brings one who amplifies your current lack. Your current lack means if you say you don't need nothing, you're not going to get nothing because you don't need nothing. Everything you going to get is going to be valueless because it's nothing, because you don't need nothing, because you already have it, because you already know, because you have already owned who you are and identified what your box is when it comes to attracting what you need. That is your filter in your thought process. And you need to examine where it comes from and why. And if it came from someone outside of yourself, if you admire that in another person, look at that person's life. Look at how truly satisfied they are. Or are they just a dog chasing their tail and enjoying the hell out of just that? I'm chasing my tail. That's good for me. That's good enough for me. Hey, this is living. Chasing my fucking tail is fucking living, okay? That's it. And you don't have to worry about nothing. All you gotta do is be like me and chase your own tail. You'll be alright. You know how fun it is to chase your own tail? You don't get hurt like that. You don't have to give. Nothing is required of you. You don't have to face your own responsibilities if you're chasing your own tail. And that's all you want to attract is your own tail. That's what you're going to get. Your own tail. Beloveds, I have said, Mama has had me say before that we are living in the time of Ramesses and Moses. That time when he was told that what you speak is what you going is the last curse. I'm not going to curse you with anything. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You going to curse yourself. Whatever comes out your mouth, baby, that's it. That's what you going to do to yourself. That is going to show you just how powerful I am, how powerful Mama is. Because she going to say, look, I created you. You want to know how powerful you are? Whatever you say out your mouth is what you going to get. So you better learn to speak some good over yourself. Because as you cursing and being negative with everybody else, that's what's raining on your own head. That's the world. That's the grave you digging. You think you digging it for somebody else? You the one gonna lay in it, baby. Because you dug it. Because you saw the need for it. And the need is for you to get your ass in there and learn and be a seed. Catch fire and grow. And know that once you come up, oh baby, you're going to need the sun. You're going to need the rain. You're going to need some words. You're going to need some pruning. You're going to need some human touch. Yes, you is. And you're going to need to vibrate. And you're going to need to attract the birds, the bees. You sit up there and think you don't need nothing if you want to. Like I said, that's a dog chasing its own tail. That's that mentality. Birds of a feather flock together. When you don't, I'm going to leave that alone because I know where that's coming from, and that's not coming from a positive place in me. That's coming from the need once again to get into my righteous indignation and judge. And I'm breaking myself of that. So as I do it, you will see me check myself. Check myself. Because that is self-mastery. And if I've been in the habit of doing that, I'm finna get in the habit of breaking my ass up out of that. Nobody else can do it for me, only I can. And to do it, I have to be aware of it. And I am aware now of when I do that. Everybody has their own way. Everybody has their own vibration. If they need to be a dog chasing their tail, if that's how they're going to learn, let them learn. Everybody ain't going to learn the same way. Everybody is not going to vibrate on the same frequency. Okay. Not going to happen that way. I've been getting ready to get into the Medicine Woman, 9:45, which is 9/9, which is 8/10, which is 3/9. I'm going to get into the Medicine Woman in a Guidebook by Carol Bridges, and I'm going to Um, I'm just going to read the introduction to it. And like I said, this was the journey this is how I began my spiritual journey. Where I am right now is because of this. Is This was a deep catalyst in opening up my heart, in opening up my eyes, in causing me to hear um, my ancestors and my spirit guides and my guardians, and to be aware of them in a way that I understood and I understood simply from the connection. Again, this is Carol Bridges, 1111. This is Carol Bridges, The Inner Guidebook to the Medicine Woman. The Medicine Woman Inner Guidebook imagines a new reality of tribal ways based on native awareness of the land and drawing wisdom from many sacred traditions. The premises on which the Medicine Woman Inner Guidebook is based are as follows. Medicine is used in the Native American sense of the word, as in medicine man or medicine woman. Medicine means healing. It is a force that makes correction in that which was out of balance. I use the words medicine woman rather than medicine man because the medicine of this book is to assist in restoring balance within society and individuals. And it is the feminine aspect which is currently lacking. Whether you are male or female, this book is meant to bring the feminine healing aspect of you into realization. A medicine woman gains her power on the path of life through her interactions with creation. She chooses her destiny. There is a voice within you that, in all situations, knows your correct answer and speaks it. Through this book, you are guided to listen. There is a body knowledge telling you at all times what to eat, where to go, when to move. You will discover this dance. The sexual energy, so compelling a force, through your practices, draws to you exactly what you need and desire. The hands that now work for you also heal. As you align your desires with the highest good for all, you become a channel, a woman of good medicine. Life is your power. The Creator is you, bringing life into the world through the patterns of your thinking, the images of your mind. Woman, womb of creation, these are your powers. To use this book, you must become friends with it. It is not like other books. It speaks not only to the intellect, but to the body, emotions, and spirit. You must write in it, speak to it, cry about it, laugh with yourself. All of the characters depicted are roles you play. People in your life, archetypical forces, and medicine helpers rolled all into one. At the same time, they depict the path of life, the laws of manifestation, the biochemical interaction of cells, the evolution of humanity, and your daily encounters. There are many levels through which these people, the Medicine Woman Tarot, will be working with you. In the tarot deck, there are 22 major arcana which I call the Great Mystery. The 56 minor arcana are called the Four Powers in the Medicine Woman Tarot deck. The minor arcana have traditionally comprised four suits: pentacles or coins, wands or staves, swords, and cups. In the Medicine Woman Tarot, the four suits or powers are called stones for coins, pipes for wands, arrows for swords, and bowls for cups. Each power has 10 numbered cards and 4 cards that correspond to the court cards of traditional tarot decks. Apprentice is the page. Totem is the knight. Lodge is the queen. Exemplar is the king. Cards 0 through 21 show the path a life follows from birth to fulfillment. The first 8 cards tell you how to manifest a thing into being. 0, seed. Plant the seed idea. 1, resources. Take stock of earthly resources. 2, seeker. Look within for spiritual resources. 3, bounty. Practice contentment by nurturing and appreciating what you have already been given. 4, command. Take command out of that which needs to be changed. Take command out. Take command of that which needs to be changed. So you direct the change, you direct the force, you direct the pace that your changes happen. 5, peacemaker. Present your idea to the world. 6, ecstasy. Maintain your inner and outer balance. 7, warrior. Take note of your achievement. The nervous system receives, integrates, and transmits knowledge, and the consciousness goes through the same 3 stages to accomplish major life changes. You have been programmed by DNA in every cell to spiral onward until, as your awareness increases, you are more and more able to take over the job of programming yourself. Programming yourself. Infinite intelligence, baby. In other words, you are meant to become a goddess, a creator of your own reality. The beginning of this awareness of self-creation I call the medicine path, and you who walk upon it, a medicine woman. You are beginning to make real, to real eyes. I-Z-E, not E-Y-E. The powers of life at your command. You are responsible to make changes in your world. See, if you don't need nothing, you're chasing that tail. You ain't making no changes. You're not living up to your responsibility. To become ever more able to respond powerfully to every situation and to create it with the life you need. The Medicine Woman Tarot is a guide to help you on this journey of responsibility. The cards will come to life in your meditations and will become spirit friends to show your joys and sort through your sorrows. The exercises will help you put what you learn into action. The visualizations will give your body, mind, the images to lead you to your own greatness. How quickly, how thoroughly, how happily you travel the path depends on you, for time is the only perception that prevents you from being there now. In the text, you will find that I have often used the spelling H-I-R, her, H-I-R, to indicate both male and female gender. The common pronouns him, her, he, she are used occasionally for clarity. I have also oriented the drawings and references throughout the book and deck primarily toward women. This is not to exclude men from the lessons, but to heal a cultural situation where most everything is oriented toward men. It is hoped that any man reading this book will understand the need for this healing. The Medicine Woman Inner Guidebook attempts to be good medicine. Part of its purpose is to supply powerful images where there has been a lack of power. Consequently, a male is the main character in the suit of bowls, the energy of which is love and devotion. It is here that male power is currently denied by the technological culture. And beloveds, I just want to say this. That keeps coming up for me in my own personal readings as the Five of Cups. And it keeps showing that the majority of human beings are so busy looking at those three cups that are turned over, that have spilt onto the earth, that no longer serve, that we're just caught up in the suffering, the failure, the what coulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda been, that we don't realize we have two more cups that are full and waiting for us to see them, recognize them, pick them up, and carry them forward. Because these are the truest of the spiritual spirit, because they didn't spill over. This is what you have to go to the next phase. Leave those three behind you in your old life. That person is dead. Stop grieving them. Stop trying to revive them. That's not love. Love yourself. They are still in you, within you. Support them so that they can be the highest self. Let them lead you there. Like I said, have these conversations with your inner selves. Acknowledge them, honor them for the wounds that they have carried, for the trauma that they have witnessed. But say to them, I honor you. Your time has come, and now your season is over. A new season is beginning, and I must move forward in a new way. I must see things differently. I must know things differently. I must be and become different. I can no longer be the inner child. Now I have to be the inner adult, the inner spirit, that which I have always been, that which knows no beginning and recognizes no end. That is what I'm attracting, and that's what is most attractive to me. That is what I need. Hmm. When a stronger, let me get to it. In all other minor arcana drawings, a woman is the main character. It is my purpose to empower women in areas where their power has been denied. The archetypical characters of the major arcana are both male and female. Where a stronger yang or masculine force is called for, I have used a male. But it must be understood that the yang force is within each human being and does not belong only to those one body structure. I feel that division of humans into two sexes is arbitrary. We exist in a spectrum of sexuality and body types. There are extremes at either end, but most of us stand somewhere in between. A medicine woman is any person who has recognized her female powers, acting with intuition, love, and creative force to make this world home for all generations to come. Capitalization of a common word designates the cosmic or greatest aspect of the word. For example, self with a capital S represents the high self or divine portion of your being. Self with a small s is the personality of everyday self. I have used God, Goddess, Great Spirit, and Creator to designate the power behind all that is. Each word depicts a different quality of the one great being. I want you to understand that because many of you, when you see me referencing myself as Ocean or the Blue Lady or the Red Heifer or Panthea or Tiamat or Mother with Wisdom, all of these are aspects of my divine nature. Each of them has a voice, each has their own wisdom, each has their own past life experience. I'll put it like that. Each has their own energy. And when you understand, like I said, that each one has a different quality. Each one has a different reality of some are nerds, some are warriors, some are houris, harlots, temptresses, sirens, temple prostitutes, Magdalens, Marys, whatever you want to call them. I have been many things. And I'm no longer ashamed of that. And it is these different qualities that come from these entities, energies, knowings that motivate me a lot of time. And I've been told that I now must, in escaping out of this paradigm where I have been, how can I put it? Letting my inner child lead me around by the nose is what I'm being told. Um, it is what it is. Let me move on because they're being a hot mess right now, and I'm not going there with them. To me, being is the perfect God word because it implies both an entity and or a state of being. It implies the mystery. And through this mystery, and though this mystery may appear to us in any form, it will always be something we cannot quite grasp with our rational minds. Do not let any choice of words interfere with your intuitive knowing of the truth. Know what you need. You need the truth. Okay, beloveds, I am now going to, and I want to, these are just two cards that, one was the beginning and one was, I won't say the ending, but this is it, and I just want to read it. And Carol Bridges is the woman who wrote this, and oh my God, is she such a deep cookie. I love her to death. I love the way she writes. She draws you in. She keeps you there with the wisdom. There is a simpleness to it that just resonates. Okay. Great Spirit, Mother Creator, bless the earth through my life. Source of all nourishment, we seek to replenish your sacred world. Guide us now through these images, words, and feelings within us as we reach into the wholeness. Let all that is needed be known. And this is the other little card. And this is a sacred medicine wheel, beloveds. Um, in the north, we have winter, north, night. Spring is spring, east, dawn. Summer, south, noon. Fall, west, sunset. Says, welcome energies of earth, air, fire, and water. Let us create a life of beauty, reverence, and wonder. With each season, let us rejoice. Though each, through each, sorry, through every phase of sun and moon, let us be in harmony. In every direction shall we offer our love. Let the reading begin. Okay, and I have shuffled the deck and I'm still going to shuffle. Um, and we'll see. Okay, I got cards flopping out already. I'm being told to pull 5 for humanity. So, okay. 5. Okay. Okay. That's 6. All right, Mama. All right. All right. Let's see what we have here, beloveds. Let me put them in the order that they came. And I'm not going to do the reverse and all of that. Okay. We didn't get any major arcana. That's interesting. Okay. First one is the 6 of Pipes. 6 of Pipes. Okay. 6 of Pipes, beloveds. Let's see. Six of Pipes is about acceptance. Prayer. Ah, Great Spirit, I am pleased. These aspects of my ideas that were most worthy have been accepted by my people. Those portions of my vision that I was courageous enough to accept myself have been approved by those around me. The love that I was brave enough to offer has been received. Now I take time to relax and enjoy my friendship with you. Let us play together in my love. And that is the prayer. Lesson. It is time of victory and peace. Those aspects of yourself that you were courageous enough to bring through by accepting them yourself have been accepted by the world. You have captured the dream. You are in a stage of equilibrium. Relax and enjoy. Your relationship, career, or artistic expression has been accepted by the important others in your life. You have withstood the challenge and gained in strength. Conflicts are resolved. You are deemed worthy. You now have the raw materials, basic setup, and opportunity you have wanted to enable yourself to continue into higher levels of expertise. Your confidence and abilities have increased. The dear, that which you have held dear, is yours. Take it all in. All in. Exemplar of the arrows. Exemplar of the arrows. Exemplar of the arrows. Let's see. Exemplar of the arrows is the King of Swords, beloved. So, let's get to it. Exemplar of the arrows. Master storyteller. Prayer. Once upon a time, I lived a warrior's life. I strived, I sought, I conquered my fears. I saved the lives of others who were fearful by helping them to be brave. And all the way, I enjoyed myself. So I am here to talk about it. Hear my stories, and you will learn my warrior's way. Listen to my life, and you will find the way that is your own to travel. For I am kind and can see always. I have risen high up to the sky and soar with eagles to watch you. I have traveled by instinct to journey's end and floated in peace in the night. My eyes are above the world, but my stories are in it. Thus, I can teach, and my words will be beautiful. Woo! Mm. Sorry. Lesson, the exemplar has lived, and thus passes on wisdom, not empty words. Back up your beliefs with experience. This is the only way to test for truth. The exemplar is the master storyteller, a sage and wise one whose words empower. It is time to encourage the young, clarify possibilities for a balanced future, and disseminate pure thought. You have cast out doubt and despair. Now you can reveal hopes that can be made real by those who follow you. Speak of the world worth working for. Your words pave the way to the future. Your experience tells you which words hold fast through time. Your thoughts are pure, for they are based on reality you understand fully by the life you have lived. They are not in conflict with what is, but encompass and describe it. That was the King of Swords, the exemplar of the arrows in this deck. Next we have the Totem of Bowls, Dolphin the Swimmers. So this is like the page of bowls, I believe. No, Knight. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. The Swimmers. Okay, this is bowls. Okay, this is the prayer. Totem of Bowls, Dolphin the Swimmer. Sorry. Prayer. Straightforward I travel, speaking the truth as I know it. I am here not only to console, but to give others the tools with which they might lift themselves up. I will offer the ideas that free the mind and body and the heart from pain. My life will be lived as an example of harmony and balance among the creatures of earth. Always I will seek to live in higher consciousness, the awareness of your presence in all that is. I will act as a warrior on the path of peace. My soul shall be impeccable. Mm. Learn from the swimmers. Consider the dolphins, the whales, their patient and persistent love. Go to the ocean or a stream. Float on a still pond. Imagine yourself floating in Great Mother's arms, surrounded by liquid love in the sea of life. I do that every time I get in the ocean. That is so funny. Empty your mind. Let the glistening fish colors, the soft shell shades, the gleaming subtle rocks forms pervade your consciousness. Listen to the sound of water, water creature. Be cleansed. Dissolve all obstacles. Absolve all friendships of any need for guilt. Let go. Feel your body weightless. Glide. Dive deeper into the pool of love. Watch the sun sparkle on the water until the scene becomes another enchanted world. Play with the waves. See the correlation of all things with your life. Be a fish. Become at home in the water element. Become at home in the easy push and pull of waves of love. Learn to live as if life were a stream constantly nourishing. Be content in the here and now. And that is that card. The next card is the Ace of Stones, which is the Ace of Swords, beloved. No, I'm sorry. The Ace of Pentacles. There we go. This is such a beautiful card. Such a beautiful card. And, beloveds, when I look at this card, I see the ancestors watching you climb through the humanness, the darkness, the caves of being human, the emotions, the feelings, the thoughts. And I see you climbing above them and being handed this beautiful jewel with both hands of God. And that jewel is bigger than you. And as I'm looking at this jewel, you are to get inside of this jewel, or this jewel is to get inside of you. And it is faceted. Beautiful. Let's see what Carol Bridges says about the Ace of Stones. Ace of Stones, the seed of prosperity. And this is the prayer for it. Great Spirit, I accept your offering. I am thankful for these material gifts you place before me so abundantly. Mother Earth provides all that I need. The gifts of my ancestors lie within my arms, within her arms. Your crystal of inspiration calls me to create from the wealth that surrounds me. Lesson: the grandmothers and grandfathers have given their life and consciousness to earth for us. This is why the mountains and plains are sacred. The native people are the land. Others died that we may live. The earth is alive with their consciousness. Earth has embodied every god and goddess who ever walked the planet. She has received into her body every prophet and savior, every Amazon and warrior, every seer and simple peasant. She is rich with resources. She says now, open your eyes and receive the gift of true understanding from which abundance comes. Prosperity is formed of right relationship to earth. Open yourself to becoming aware of the wealth of resources surrounding you. Life is everywhere at your command. If you are currently experiencing lack or burden in the material realm, do the following. Look at your possessions. As you observe each one, ask yourself, do I feel thankful for this? 2. Immediately get rid of everything for which you are not thankful. Pass it on to someone who will be glad to receive it or give it back to the earth. 3. Observe your feelings. Have they changed? Do you still need something? If not, the problem is solved. 4. If you still need something, visualize the thing you desire. Imagine yourself through the whole cycle of appreciating the earthly elements from which it is made, seeing it carefully created, receiving it gladly, giving something you value in return for it, using it fully, and returning it to the earth or passing it on. 5. Relax. The seed has been planted and will grow. You have given it life. And that is that card, beloveds. And the next one is the totem of arrows. Coyote, the four-leggeds. Coyote is a trickster in the Native American culture. So Coyote is always a teacher. He is the teacher that you don't know what bag he's coming out of, what bag he's gonna put you in. You just don't know because he's Coyote. But the wisdom is the wisdom. Okay, totem of arrows. Let's see what it says. And the totem is the knight. So, Knight of Swords in the regular tarot. Totem of arrows, coyote and four-leggeds. Prayer. Through all my battles I have come. On a hard path I have traveled. With mountain below, I sit at the peak. The clouds are my pillows now. The sun is my crown. And I will sit here until my teachings are heard, never ceasing to speak. Those with ears to hear will feel my wild and cunning nature. I am free, yet determined. I know my way and seize every opportunity that comes on my path. The Spirit moves me. Lesson. The coyote has been known as the trickster. There is no greater trickster than words. In the beginning. If you can learn their power. How did I start all of this off with, beloveds? I started it off with in kindergarten or Head Start or wherever, we had to learn our names. That was our first identity. That was learning our identity matched up to a word. The word that my identity matched up with was strong. And here we go. Coyote, this coyote trickster, wisdom. Okay, way back. Learn to identify it. Learn to see it. I'm sorry, this is just, it's just really, really hitting me. Really, 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 really. Y'all just don't know. Um, Let me just go back over this. The lesson of Coyote. The coyote has been known as the trickster. There is no greater trickster than words. If you can learn their power, you have mastered a tremendous force. People often trick themselves into believing they have achieved a goal simply because they can verbalize it. But Words must be backed by full commitment of action to achieve. Word is bond, baby. People are also tricked into believing that they are the words others use to describe them. Do you know how many of us carry these little wounded beings inside of us that still hold on to what somebody said to cut them, and they still are bleeding? Even to this day, they are still bleeding because they hold on to what was said to them. And that part that holds on to it believes that they are that, because the mature self has not sat them on their knee yet and taught them that's not who you are, baby. Don't believe that. They can't see you. They see that in themselves. They fear that in themselves, or they lack that in themselves, or they admire that so much that they have to make fun of it because they don't have it. And you do. So don't be holding on to that, baby. Let it go. Let it go. And send them love. And pray that they get what they need. And that they know that they need it. They recognize the need for it. That's what unconditional love does. Okay, and that's my computer being my computer. I'm going to have to get me another one. I'm going to have to put some things in place so things can start flowing. And that means taking a deeper responsibility for myself and my finances. And it just means rebuilding the structure that has fallen on a foundation that is ready now. It's been prepared. It's ready to hold whatever I put on top of it. It's ready. All right. You are the words you allow to dwell in your mind. People, let me start. People are also tricked into believing that they are the words others use to describe them. You are not what others think of you. You are the words you allow to dwell in your mind. People are persuaded by words, believing in false promises. You must not only listen, but observe. Do others act in accord with the words you hear them speaking? Do you? Trust not words alone, but the power behind them. Listen to the essence of what is being spoken. Your body often knows truth before your mind does. Like the four-legged, you have an inner sense of when to pay attention. Your instinctive body senses danger, pleasure, promise. It knows when to exercise caution, restraint, abandon, frivolity, grace, cunning. Learn its way. Listen with your whole body. That is that card of Coyote. And this is the last card, beloveds. Totem of Stones, which is the Knight of Cups. Snake, the Crawlers. And I'm sorry, I'm just, this card, there is so much to see. Okay, Snake, the Crawlers. Totem of Stones. I'm sorry, let's get to it. It's Totem of Stones. There we go. Um, Totem of Stones, snake the crawlers. Prayer. Through my trade, though my trade may seem humble to many, I am skilled in inner ways. My job may not appear to change the world, but in my consciousness, every movement of my hand corrects a wrong. If I turn a potter's wheel, I turn the earth and visualize the healing of this planet. If I swing a hammer, I nail a thought of God to someone's house and bestow blessings on each room. When I plant a tree, I put in the hole my power to grow beneath it, making it strong and making me free. I look like your ordinary worker, but I am learning a higher trade. I am in the school of sacred studies, and all life is a lesson to me. Mother Earth is my professor. Father Son, my guide. My work I do for these who sustain me. Humbly, I carry on through the density of Earth's materiality. Matter, Mother, Mater, you are the expression of all love embodied. The lesson, you are a keeper of the planet. 5723. Sorry. Focus, grounding, focus. Lesson, you are a keeper of the planet. Study the creatures that crawl the earth, turning dirt into soil, composting waste. The smallest life forms, the tiniest crawlers, are necessary to break down the larger forms. I'm shaking again. Excuse me, beloved. Let me just. Okay. You are a keeper of the planet. Study the creatures that crawl the earth, turning dirt into soil, composting waste. The smallest life forms, the tiniest crawlers, are necessary to break down the larger forms that are no longer needed. Disintegration, death, and transformation are part of the cycle of life. The snake has always been the symbol of eternal energy and transformation. Healing comes by destruction and rebirth. Healing comes by destruction and rebirth. Healing comes by destruction and rebirth. The old skin is shed and a new one is ready. Life continues. Learn from the creatures who live in Earth's body. They are the humble and the great. And that is the reading, beloveds. And I will be getting out this week how I'm going to be presenting this class and in what manner and everything. I'm looking for a way to do it so that we can all really be interactive and on a large scale. So there are a few things that I'm looking into that can allow that. So let me look into those things, and I will get back with you as soon as I have put things in place that need to be put in place for this, because this is the next phase of my own journey. And I look forward to it. And I know that um, many of you who begin this course, you're going to be called because you're part of my collective. And it is from this new beginning that is going to give birth to many things that the earth needs, um, to the energies, to the vibrations, to the frequencies that are needed to really do some things. And beloveds, once we learn to come back home, so to speak, we are gifted the greatest of gifts, and that is the empowering of ourselves and the knowing of ourselves. And 1127. And I just want to say, beloveds, this has been a 20-something year journey for me. I have left a lot. I have lost a lot. I have gained a lot. I am so humbled. And I am grateful. I'm grateful for the lessons. Um, Even those that were, how can I say, even those that were the most painful were the most necessary. And I would not be who I am now. I would not know myself to be strong if I had not endured what I have endured. And now it is in that understanding and taking it forward that I no longer need to use that as my strength. I no longer need to use that as my foundation. I no longer need to nurture and care for myself with that storytelling, because a newer part of me has emerged, an old part of me has emerged, an ancient part of me has emerged. And she ain't playing, you know. She is, like I said, when I say I'm learning, she has me learning that I am very impetuous. She is the one that is, and this is Tia, my aunt. When I say she is showing me how childish I have been, and that this childishness is okay. That I should not be ashamed for being this childish. That I should not resent my lessons. That I should not resent the growing pains. That I should not resist the evolution. And that only a child would resist that which is best for it, because it does not realize. It focuses on only the one thing. And my thing was the dentist. As I looked down at my teeth, I hate going to the dentist. You know why I hated going to the dentist? It hurt. It hurt. My mouth would bleed. They would want to take teeth out. My teeth did not grow right. My teeth grow in double. I still have baby teeth because the other tooth, the baby tooth is behind the other tooth that grew. And with the medicines, some of the medicines that I'm taking now, they got my bottom teeth all jacked up, and just, it is what it is. But like I said, this ancient self is saying, Valerie, That's a child's mind that is fixated on your teeth, okay, and what they look like. A mature mind is worried more of what's coming out of that mouth, not what the mouth itself looks like. So it is what it is. And like I said, I'm being worked with, and I am um, being shown the course to take, and I'm inviting you on that course along with me. Um, and that is revisiting the Medicine Woman Inner Guidebook, a woman's guide to her unique powers, using the Medicine Woman Tarot deck. This is, I've integrated what I've needed to integrate. I have done the work. I've connected the dots. And that phase is complete now. And it's time to move forward. And in moving forward, I want to create a larger collective that also moves forward. Because it's not just about me and it's not just about my journey. I need you to be on my journey with me. So, in that need, I hope you answer your own need because I am a mirror of you. And if you feel that, then I advise you to stay tuned and to check out um, this class that is coming. That is my baby. So I'm going to go. I love us.